Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group. They're all junk journal related. Now, today we're going to be doing our crafting with BeeBeeCraft. Now, last week we got our package and we unboxed it, and this was inside. This is not the package. And we got, let's see, we got our beaded pen set. So we're going to do some crafting with BeeBeeCraft today. This is video series 10. So this is going to be 10-2, this video, because it's the second one in our 10th series. So let me get this box open. I got out some sorting trays. I wasn't really sure what we were or weren't going to need. So we've got our pens. And we've got, oh, these beads have little shaker, these are shaker beads. That's pretty cool. Oh, they added some jump rings in. And some clasps. And some medium-sized beads. And then all of our big beads to make colorful pens. Now, the reason we're doing pens is because everybody I know has one of these pens. And so I want one too. Huh. And all of us junk journalers are like this. Where's the opening? Oh, there it is. We also have these little beaded plugs or pins for our glue bottles. Now, kind of take a look at this, because this is what you're going to want to do. Now, I don't have all the beads and everything set out for this, because this is not a tutorial on how to make one of these, but I will show you a little bit about how to do it. That's why I got the jump rings out and some chain. Okay, but you're still going to need more, probably smaller. No, these are about the right size. But I also have some colored jump rings that I got from BeeBeeCraft. So we can use those. That'll be fun. And then I have some silver chain that I got from BeeBeeCraft in a previous purchase. So let's put this back on the glue bottle. And another side note is, if you're going to put a dangle on your pen, which is always fun, make sure it's not too heavy, because when you go to write, you don't want it pulling, you know, dangling too hard or too heavy off the back of your pen to make it hard to write with. Now, I like green, so I think I want to make a green pen. Now, this video shouldn't be too overly long, because it doesn't take that long to make one of these once you've got all the parts. So we're going to take this one out, and then all we have to do is build this with our sets of beads. Looks like these are taped, of course. Looks like there's a piece of tape here. Probably one over here. Well, my nose is running like crazy. Oh, look at these. How cool are these? They're little shaker beads. They've got little stars and things inside. And they go up at the top. They go off of your chains. They don't go on your pen. So it looks like, well, I thought we would have more variety, but we can still just make a bubble pen. And we've got our separators. Should have opened this ahead of time. These things are so difficult for me. we go. All right, let's put them in here. And then I'm not going to pour these out. I think I can grab a variety and just put them in here. In fact, I'll put them in here. We won't need this one. And we won't need that many beads for this. It's going to be more than enough. I swear I saw the reflection of a little bug. I guess it's the reflection of the lines distorted. Okay, all you do is you take this piece and you unscrew it from the end. And then you put your beads on. So you're going to put 1. In fact, I think I'm going to put a spacer first. And I think it's going to be green. Because when you put the brown beads on, they will go down inside. What you really need is a bigger cap bead. And that's a bead that is curved to fit around the top like a hat on your beads. And that will keep it from sliding down in here. Maybe I do want this one better. Yeah, that one's better. And then we put this on. Maybe not a green one. And that is the reflection of the lines I've discovered. Wow, there it is. Let's see if we can hang this off of here. We can. That could be kind of fun. And put one of these on. No, I think I want to. Another green one. Yeah, this is to be part of a dangle. And then another spacer. Before we put the top back on. Then you just screw the top back on. In fact, you should have a bead at the top, but a bead would be too thick, so we're just going to use a spacer. So now we've got this cool little pen. And then before you put this back on, if you put a jump ring on, and a jump ring is one of these rings, and it's got a cut in it that you can pull apart. Let's see how well this pulls apart. I've got my needle nose out as well. It's got a hold of my nail. So you're just going to take your pliers and put one pair on one side. You might want to get a paper towel or something out if you have a glass surface, because it's kind of hard for me to see the ring. And then just twist one towards you, one away from you, and you don't have to do it a whole lot, and that opens up the ring. And then you can take one of these My nose is really running. Okay, so we're going to take this one and the this jump ring that we just opened up. So we just opened it up so the line, the opening, the two sides don't meet directly to each other and make a complete circle. Then we take, and there's a little loop on the end of this one. See that little loop right there? We put it right through the little hole, through the ring. And then you're also going to take a piece of the chain. Let me set that down. I've never used this before, so I'm not really sure where the end is and where all that jazz. There it is. I guess that helps. In fact, I've never made one of these before. Okay. So then you're going to want to take a piece, a short piece, no, a longer piece, and hang it from here. So I want to get an idea. This is just going to be interesting because of my hands. I apologize. They don't work so well. Okay, look at that. And I'm going to close this up now that I've got two on there. You can put more than one of the chains on here. And instead of just squeezing it together, I'm going to take the pliers and I'm going to kind of twist it back together. And that seems to work better for me. Now, if just squeezing them together works better for you, then, you know, you do you. Oh, they're not lined up yet. Okay, let me make sure there's no gap. Okay, then, oh, let me get my nips so I can cut one of the rings. Let's see if I can do that. If I can't cut it, then you will want to just do that yourself. Let's see if I can get one of these little rings in here and cut it. Nope, it didn't cut. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to cut it. All right, so the next step would be to cut a piece the length that you want, which I would suggest measuring it against your pen. And don't have it longer. Remember, you're going to hang it by this. So you're going to unscrew this and hang this on there and put this back on. Well, that's not going to work. Let's see if that works. I know that doing them opposite should not make a difference, but just thinking it might. Okay, if you're going to have to find one smaller bead than this in your stash. Otherwise this takes up too much room, and you can't get this last. You would get this screwed on, and all you would have is this. You would need one more bead, smaller one. Okay, so we're not going to attach it to our pen right now. I don't have any smaller beads. And you have to open this, and there are ink pen refills for these, and so you have to get a bunch of the little refills, and then you unscrew this. Oh, this turns to make it go in, and oh, there, it's got one in it. So you turn it here to make the pen come out. I didn't think it had one in it. Then you undo the silver part, you take it off to replace the little part, so then you can write with it. Okay, so back to this. So you can hang one of these on here with your jump ring, or you can take some more chain, and you can take more chain. You want to do both, or you know, whatever, or wait and put this at the end of one. And this is gold, so silver and gold mixed together does not bother me, but if it bothers you, then you're going to need a gold chain, which I don't have. I only have silver. So you're going to measure this against your pen, like I said earlier, and then forgot to finish. And you're just going to want it to come down maybe to here. And then you'll take one of these jump rings, one of these colorful jump rings, and you'll put the jump ring on, cut a piece of this, and put another smaller piece, so that you make like a little. Wow, I need to clean my beads. Anyway, so this is one long chain with three, one long one, one long one. I'm trying to look in the camera and look at my hand at the same time. Two short ones, and a medium length one. Now, these are different. These are made with a chain and a pin that's got a loop on one end. Then you put your charms and stuff on there, and then you curl the other end up and make another loop. That's not what we're doing today. So you would just put a chain with a jump ring. You'd use a jump ring and attach it to here. That would give you a chain. Put a charm on the end with a jump ring, and then just clip with jump rings beads and other little chains onto your main one. That's how we're going to do ours, just because it's easier and it doesn't involve a whole jewelry tutorial. Plus, I can't show you anyway because I can't get the silly chain to cut. Now I could, instead of using chain, I could use all jump rings, but that would be a bit tedious as well. So these, like I said, these are our colored jump rings, and I think with our colored beads, then we could pick colored jump rings that match and use that to attach things to the silver chain. See the different colors we have available. So I'm looking at those greens, and maybe the purple would look nice. It's shiny. It doesn't look like it that much in the camera, but it is. And this is a little bit darker green, and this is light green. So you could use these jump rings instead of the silver one that I used to hook the main clip onto the chain. You see that bigger ring right there? That's the one we did. And then the chain, and then to hook your other things on, use your colored jump rings on either side, and that will be fun too. Okay, so the basic pen is easy to make. You just put the beads on the stem that sticks out. Now when you go to replace your ink, the ink thing in these are only about this long. It won't affect your beads. Okay, as far as I know, they have little small. Yes, because this is just a little rod with a screw on the end. I should have realized that because it has a screw on the end. So there's a way to open this and replace the pen inside when you run out of ink. Okay, all right, well that's my lame tutorial on how to make a pen. Sorry that I can't cut and do things with my hands, but you could see I was pushing really hard. For me anyway, pushing hard for me. So I'm going to leave you with that and let you play with your pens, and I will see you in the next tutorial or crafting video, craft along video with BeeBeeCraft, and that will be next Sunday. Okay, or Saturday, depending on if I publish this on a Saturday, then next Saturday will be the video. If I do it on a Sunday, then the next Sunday will be the last video in the series. Okay, all right, well thanks a lot, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.